Thanks for staying with us on the news tonight. Now, Union Sports Minister Ajay Makan is making every effort to bring stability to the national sport hockey. But earlier this month, the minister had met the officials of both the Indian Hockey Federation as well as Hockey India and mooted the idea of a single body to run the sport in the country. Meanwhile, in Tamil Nadu, simply getting the game off ground itself seems to be a huge challenge. Take a look. 32 teams are vying for the trophy in the third edition of the state-level hockey tournament, currently underway at the MRC Hockey Stadium, Egmore, and the YMCA, Nandanam. But this tournament should have been held last year. So what is the reason for this huge delay?
Actually, this is 2010-2011 நடத்த வேண்டிய கேம்ஸ் தான் இது. இது வந்து எப்பவுமே வந்து அந்த February, March, April அந்த டைம்ல தான் நடக்கும். அந்த டைமில் எங்கள் கோச்சஸ் வேறு கொஞ்சம் ட்ரைனிங் அனுப்பியிருந்தாங்க ஹாக்கி கோச்சஸ். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி டீம் ரெடி பண்ண முடியாத ஒரு சூழ்நிலை. அவங்க பெங்களூர் ட்ரைனிங் போயிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் இருந்ததுனால அது தள்ளி போயிருக்கு அவ்வளோ.
Meanwhile, these enthusiastic players from all over the state are giving the game their best, thankful for the opportunity to play even if it has come a year late.
போன வருஷம் ஆக்சுவலாக +2 முடிச்சுட்டு போன அக்காங்கெல்லாம் இந்த கேம் இல்லாதனால ஸ்டேட் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ண முடியாமல் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டாங்க. பட் நாங்கள் ரொம்ப லக்கி, இந்த முறை எங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் கேம் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம், நிச்சயம் வின் பண்ணுவோம்.
Yeah, well, we missed a lot and it happened 1 year before. We are missing a lot.
While players aim higher and retain the competitive edge despite odds, officials too are working hard, hoping to stage the tournament for the current season at least 3 months from now. But the larger issues ailing the state body should be tackled for the state's hockey to regain its past glory.
இப்போ உடனே நடத்திடுவாங்க.
அதுக்கு ஸ்கெடியூல் ஒன்று
அதுக்கு ஒன்று ஷெடியூல் இப்போ எல்லாமே அலாட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. நான் 2-3 monthsல அது நடந்துடும்.
In Chennai with Sudarshan and Deepika, Evelyn Matthew for NDTV Hindu. Joining me in the studio tonight is Mr. Bhaskaran, former coach as well as former national player for India. Also joining us is Mr. Rehan, former hockey player for India as well, and somebody who plays for Tamil Nadu right now is Raja, who's also joining us this evening. Welcome to the studios. First off, Mr. Bhaskaran, you say you've been associated with this sport for donkey's years. Does it really upset you when you see the scenario today?
Well, it upsets because of the problems we are facing right now. The federations are not coming together. It has also, departed with a lot of the state associations. It's been quite long. For like Karnataka about 65 years old, Tamil Nadu about 65 years old, then Bengal, Mumbai. I mean, all these states have produced a lot of players, developed sports in a big way. But to me, what I think is that for the last 40 years, both as a player and also as a coach, I find there's not much of improvement in the administration.
In terms of infrastructure, facilities, or just tournaments?
This game is mostly, on the high line with the Ministry of Sports.
Yes.
Same happens with the state government too. But nevertheless, in Tamil Nadu alone, when I was playing as a player, I used to at least have about 10 to 12 tournaments, right, only in the city. And in districts, I had a lot of tournaments to play. And I think that has strengthened my sharpness in hockey. But for instance, right now for the last 5-6 years, the tournaments have reduced because there is no passion among the organizers to promote the game rather than fighting amongst themselves. I think the ego is very important for these kind of matters happening in Indian sport, especially in hockey, be it maybe state or be it maybe the national level. I think that has to be split apart when the game has to grow further.
Right. What is your opinion, Mr. Rehan, of what the ministry now plans to do, the whole merging of the Indian Hockey Federation and Hockey India? Do you think that's going to make things work worse, or maybe things work as well?
No, it has to work because we will have to find a solution anyway. There's no point, cribbing about, I am in the federation, you are in the federation. Ultimately, something has to be done. Both the warring factions have to be brought together.
Right.
Ultimately, for the development of the game. So that is very, very important. Whether it's going to work out or not going to work out, that ministry has to interfere and take care, like everything functions smoothly with the only goal of the development of the game.
Right. Are you also suggesting, Mr. Bhaskaran, that when you say, there's a lack of passion, that perhaps there's a lack of transparency as well? Are there not enough funds when it comes to state tournaments? Why are we not, seeing more of these? I mean, then aren't we really, isn't it shameful to call it a national sport then?
Well, I think over the years we are not accountable. One reason is that we don't have professionalism. Things have changed. We are to 2011. I can understand we talk about 1970s. We are not professionals, but now
Yes.
even living style has become very professional at home. I think the youngsters had to come up on the administration level, and the tournaments like Rian is doing on his father's name. There's one more tournament coming up after July, after this tournament and MCC tournaments, more of professionalism. And
Right.
after that, there's one more tournament again by another well-wisher of the hockey tournament. Again, another one more tournament will be most likely done by me. I mean, it's all passion amongst the hockey lovers, and the patronage you get from the public is fantastic. It's amazing. I would say people talk about T20 and all those things. When people come for this tournament, it's a domestic tournament. Mind it, it's not played only by normal India players,
Right.
not an outstanding player like Sachin or Dhoni there.
Yes.
A year we get 5,000 people every day. But if you see the same players like Dhoni or Sachin, I'm sorry to say this, if they play in the domestic tournament or Ranji Trophy tournament, you hardly 500 people there. Now, I don't think like hockey is dead or hockey is not being passion among the people, but it's like, as you said, accountability has to be a professionalism way, and people have to know that we are promoting the game,
Right.
not the promoting my chair or my position as a president or secretary or whatever it is. I'm not too critical about that. We have to take an effort to improve the game, be friendly with the organizers, promote the teams which are playing, because promoting the team is promoting the players, which what they have done to me when I was young.
Right.
It's being done to Raja when he was young, and he's come up. It's been done to Rian because we all promoted because we played at tournaments.
Yes.
We never straight away went and played for India. I think these are things, some of the catchy players, and in fact, there's a tournament going on in Chennai right now. 32 teams come from different districts are playing here. If there is no passion in hockey, how come 32 districts representing 16 players each? About 450 boys are going to play this week. And
So talent pretty much speaking for itself.
plenty,
right?
but only thing we need to have professionalism in that.
Right.
Bring them a lot of passion to them, give them a lot of gifts, a lot of tournaments, so that they go happily after a tournament and they learn more in the ground as well as in hockey passions.
Right. Raja, you play hockey for the state of Tamil Nadu. How important is it for you? These state level tournaments, do you think it's kind of a booster to get into the next step, that is the national level?
Yeah, sure, madam. We have a lot of experience to achieve for the tournament. First of all, we have to get more tournaments conduct for the administrative side, and a lot of players growing up to develop for national side and to improve to get a gold medal for the national Indian team also.
All right. You've played at different levels, Mr. Bhaskaran, at state level as well as the national level. As far as Tamil Nadu goes, is there something that we're really missing? What do we need? Do we need more private players, like maybe you suggest, or do we need the government maybe start?
First thing I would
taking
say
this
is
up?
that first thing, the tournaments should be played plenty, and it was about 15 years back, and for that the state association has to come together.
Right.
With all the tournament organizers first.
Is there a disparity among the members
It's not
of the state
because
association?
disparity, they're all away because they think that sending the team to nationals is only important.
Right.
Or sending the teams to junior nationals is important. My point is that try and bring all these people who are doing the tournaments, try and interact with the state government. State government also helping a lot of in all the sport except cricket, because almost all the state associations in other games also go for funding to the state association, because there are funds available to give to the state association, but that's only for nationals and junior nationals and sub-junior national. But my point is that why not the schools to take tournaments? Why not the university to play tournaments?
From the grassroots.
From the grassroots, because there are all people who only come and watch and play. That's the reason. That's one of the reasons the downfall of the hockey in India.
Right.
The schools have to be there are a lot of talent in school. I have seen in my days in Riyan, in fact, Raja comes from a place called Antipatti.
Yes.
Vadipatti, sorry. I think that place, about every day 300 boys play in a ground, small ground.
Wow.
On a not an AstroTurf. It's just imagine in a small village, it's must be about 2 or 3 lakhs in that village, people living, but about 300 people watching and playing sport, and they done about tournament 1 month before.
Right.
So I think these are the people to be collectively called, and because these are the people, they're not worried about the becoming as a president or a secretary or fighting the post. These people are only to promote the game, not promote the profit there. It's a passion which loves, and the people who love to come for the game in Chennai is amazing. I would say.
At least the patronage here is different from the rest of the country. Your final thoughts on how we can really change things here in India, at least in Tamil Nadu for starters?
Yeah, talking about Tamil Nadu, state of Tamil Nadu hockey here, as the government is involved in bringing the warring factions together, likewise the same thing has to be applied here in Chennai and in Tamil Nadu as well, so that the problem is sorted out at the earliest.
All right.
And let us look forward to taking the game forward and bringing it to its past glory. We're totally forgetting about all these things.
Yes.
We're more concerned about fighting amongst ourselves, which is ultimately has given us no result till now.
Yes.
In fact, we are going back every day.
Right.
So we are not thinking of bringing it forward.
So I guess we'll have to turn EGO to GOAL in the game of hockey. I think we can only leave this discussion with that hope that the authorities are listening to this, and let's hope that more private guys come in and invest into such tournaments, and state level tournaments as a result also increase. Thanks so much for being a part of this discussion. It's been a pleasure talking to all of you.
Thank you.
When we come back on the news tonight, the men in blue are down with the filmy fever after Srishant, Captain Cool and CSK's Raina aim for the silver screen.